they had the 13-0 run in the first. Duke counters with a current 10-0 run in the second, led by Tiana Mayer, who was shooting 58%.
Welcome back to the ACC Championship.
And Debbie has only turned it over 4 times in 81 minutes in their 3 games so far.
And the lasing in is good by Louisville.
First basket of the second quarter, and there's the genius of Jeff Walz. The ATO master, if you will. They come off their timeouts and they execute. And McKinley Randolph has been one of the go-to players. Now, Jeff Walz has a big playbook that he can dump it on any number of players when they get hot. McKinley Randolph has had a hot hand here in this game.
One of 4 active coaches with at least 4 trips to the Final Four. The others are Gino, Kim, and Dawn.
I'll be
Very
back.
good company.
Barry back on the floor with those 2 fouls.
Fournier to the bucket. No. Thomas almost got the and one on the offensive rebound.
You know the game plan coming into play against Duke. You got to limit them on the offensive glass, and you have to take care of the ball. You got to get them in a quarter court offensively, and that's what Louisville did in the first quarter. That's how they built their 11-point lead.
On the first, 72% on the season. Junior from Charleston, West Virginia, had a 20-rebound game earlier this year against Florida State. She's been doing yeoman's work on the glass here in Duluth, Georgia. Easton Bulu stripped at a reach-in foul called on Mayer.
You have to have counters to your first options, and Louisville has those built in against pressure. It's really important because Duke will overplay, and you got to invite that pressure. Maybe a ball fake, maybe a back door, because Duke is coming defensively, and they are long and active with their D.
That pass way into the backcourt. Going right at Fournier, tries to find E on the other side of the bucket. Randolph, second chance, got it.
Undersized in the post like her dad, scoring on the interior. Putting up some numbers today.
8 points, 4 boards, and 3 assists. She and Istanbul have not come out of the game as Mayer gets to the rim.
That was a great backdoor look.
Berry, first off 3. Jackson has it.
That's one of those counters I'm talking about, that the high post entry when you can't get it to the wing to get your offense initiated. They've gone to that a couple of times.
Thomas with the flash to the middle. 5 on the shot clock. Jackson going to work. Gets it up in time.
And the 3 is good. And we jump back in the lead by 1 point.
Under 5 to go in our ACC championship game.
That prayer she threw up at the end of the quarter is what Jeff Walz was referencing to Jess. Now she sees a big basket.
Istanbulu. And a chance for the Blue Devils to extend that 1-point advantage. Jackson drives, finds Fournier. Good help from Roberts. Gets the strip and the turnover.
And it's a turn. Wow.
Then the dribble at action at the defense, and then she goes back door. It's such a well-designed play. When you dribble at the defense, you freeze them. You go back door because you're wide open and the weak side is busy. And then Jackson with a contested triple.
That's her second buzzer beater.
Yeah, Carol also told us that before the game that she's constantly trying to build some confidence because we wanted to know how to get Jackson going, right? Constantly building confidence with her. She's made the most threes this season for Duke.
She had 22 in the championship game last year. As the Blue Devils try and go back-to-back after picking up the regular season championship for the first time in 13 seasons. Barry.
And the shot is good by Louisville, and he jumped back in the lead by a single point.
Starting to recognize it now, taking advantage of those switches.
Robertson fouled by Istanbul. And that is now her second personal foul. So she and Barry with 2 apiece. You referenced it earlier, Debbie, with the ankle injury. It may be better to just play through it. You don't want to sit too long because it may affect your ankle.
I talked to Istanbul before the game. I said, were you up all night? Yes. Did you get any sleep? No.
Hey, coming up next, our championship Sunday continues from the SEC with Texas and South Carolina meeting
All right.
for the third time this year. They split the first
So, coming up next after, well, about the next hour and a half, it's going to be SEC Championship, and then also TCU will face against West Virginia.
I also think Texas is playing to go to Fort Worth. If they win, I think they slide over a number. They're both 1 seed, South Carolina and Texas. It's just a matter of where they're being sent for the regional.
The committee does consider geography as well as attendance.
And the 3 is good by Louisville.
Okay, we'll take it.
Church was full this morning for Cards and Blue Devils.
Mayor, did that go off of her leg? It did. I'll give assist to the front row over here. The fans are pointing at the clock, yelling at Jones, shoot it.
And she's got it. Louisville with a 3-point lead here, approaching the 3-minute mark. Great day, and of course we head into the NCAA tournament where we've got you covered from start to finish on the ESPN networks, your ESPN app. Selection Sunday, 2 weeks from today. Nelson on the run. Can't get the layup, but again, there's Thomas. Right place, right time.
Fournier really working hard without the ball, trying to shape up. There's a trap by Louisville.
And a foul will get her to the free throw line. 1 basket in the first half, and this will be her first trip to the stripe.
But you know what, Beth, we know what a factor she is because they do play through her. And they don't mind throwing it on the block to her and drawing a double. She demands a double on the right side of the floor.
Kobe, just a 55% free throw shooter. Coming up onto the Sargento halftime report, we'll recap this first 20 minutes. Also get you ready for the SEC final with Texas and South Carolina as Carolina goes for a 4th straight title. Kelsey Muffet and Kelly will have you covered. Really touched on the air. 2-point advantage for Louisville here in our championship game. They dispatched North Carolina yesterday. Duke got a Fournier block in the final seconds to beat Notre Dame in the seconds.
I used to, but I've done everything right.
Took the ball away, and Kelly Randolph saying she didn't touch it.
How about the question questions for the committee in the next couple of weeks, Debbie. Will there be a whole lot of debate as to UConn or UCLA, number one? Will Texas and TCU both possibly go in different brackets to Fort Worth? And the biggest superstar that'll be on the road opening weekend, who gets to host Hannah? And right now it looks like possibly a Big Ten school.
Whoa.
Like maybe a Michigan or Ohio State could end up being somebody like a Kentucky or a TCU. No precedence, by the way, for an undefeated Power League team to not be the top overall seed. This is the play they're reviewing. Did Randolph get a fingertip on it? But the UCLA-UConn discussion, the Bruins have the resume. UConn obviously has the big zero next to the loss column and a fabulous non-conference strength of schedule, and of course the eye test.
When you take the 12 pieces of criteria and you use a little checklist between UConn and UCLA, there are a lot of checks on both sides. And the committee will tell you, while we all know the quad ones are what we show on graphics and are things that we talk about, they're going to tell you it's just a part of the net, which is one of the 12 pieces of criteria. This is where the subjectivity comes in. Okay? Which one is more impressive? The Big Ten's going to send the most teams to the tournament. They have been what many consider to be the strongest league all season because of their depth. The SEC, very top-heavy with two number ones, South Carolina, Texas. Of course, LSU is in the hunt for that as well. It's going to be very interesting to see. The reveals have had UConn as the number one seed.
Yes. Pretty consistent with that.
But UCLA is going to have twice as many quad one wins as UConn. And I will say this too, from the eye test standpoint, UConn leads the nation in field goal percentage and three-point percentage.
Yeah.
They can score it.
They will likely have two All-Americans in Sarah Strong and Easy Flood.
All right, so McKinley Randolph immediately was saying she did not touch it. Of course, was right there in front of the official. Jeff Walz immediately appealed without even looking at the back bench to see if the person with the iPad behind the bench was going to help him with any decision making.
After review, the appeal by Louisville is successful.
There you go. High Forsberg,
Ball
Karen
will be awarded
Prieto,
out of bounds to Louisville and 30 on the shot clock, and they will not be charged with timeout.
and Katie Lukanich are officials today.
McKinley expects the players to compete like that, and immediately looking at Jeff Walz, and I think he trusts her, so he didn't need to look at the back bench.
That's significant, right? For the teams moving forward, you got somebody looking at that iPad all the time, and you've got to trust your players, and they've got to be honest with you. 2-1 game, final 2 minutes of the first half. Mayer all the way, missed it. And then it's
Under 2 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Our Duke Blue Devils are up for sure.
Just 3 points so far from Toby Fournier. Mayer sidesteps. No.
What do you get?
Thomas.
Oh, God. We got a offensive rebound.
To a teammate. There's that life.
Oh my. Oh my. Oh, and traveled. Oh. It's a heavyweight battle in this rematch. And since during the season, so any teams that we have faced against in the NCAA tournament will be added to each women's basketball schedule. So, and like we just said about before, under a minute to go in the second quarter, but we gotta know. We don't know whichever those women's basketball teams will be going to whatever different regional somewhere, like fourth or scrimmage, I don't know. And who will going to who is goes and who likely will face against my Notre Dame Hannah Hidalgo and her team in the, I'd say, probably the first round or something in the NCAA tournament. That's not what I'm going to look into this.
Thomas is there again. Joseph returning transition. Thomas, offensive rebound.
And ladies and gentlemen, it's good, and we're tied at 30 apiece.
Ties it up for Duke. Shot clock is off.
Shot clock turned off. Things might get pretty interesting right now.
And Murray gets it right back. Working on Mayer. Off the cross. Pulls up.
And the shot is good at the buzzer by Louisville. Wow.
Under pressure. Officials will check just to make sure. Certainly
So officials right now going to check to make sure if the bucket counted right before the buzzer went off. And it does. They don't need to go.
knocks it in 32-30. As good as advertised for
That's
the top
my
two
bad.
teams in the regular season. Showing off here in the final as we send it over to Jess.
Mac, what a way to end that half. What can we say about Marbury?
I mean, she's crazy. 6th player of the year. I mean, what can you expect? She's a great guard, great player.
Well, speaking of great guard, great player, you're doing everything. Your stats are across the board, just amazing. What's working for you?
I mean, I'm just trying to be aggressive and do whatever I have to do for my team. Focus on defense. We got to rebound. We just got to focus on the little things.
Thank you so much.
Yep, thank you. Hey, Grandma!
2-point game at the break. Duke and Louisville. Barry able to knock it down at the buzzer. Here's Kelsey, Muffet, and Kelly.
So we'll see you guys in the second half of the game, and of course, and we will see y'all then in the second half. Let's get a halftime break right now.